I'm a registered dietitian.
I'm an exercise physiologist.
I'm a cardiologist.
I'm a clinical pharmacy coordinator.
I'm living with heart disease every day.
And I live with coronary artery disease.
This technique is called oponopono. It's an ancient Hawaiian technique. The Hawaiians believe that when you had an interaction with a person or even an inanimate object, that you exchanged energy with them. And they called that an aka cord. And so at the end of the day, they would do this process to cut all the cords with whoever they had interacted with that day for two reasons. One was to let go of perhaps anything negative or unpleasant that they wanted to let go of, and the second was so that they could be a clean slate the next day. So if they saw that person and had had an unpleasant interaction with them, they wouldn't be carrying that negative baggage with them for that day. So for this technique, we're going to think of a stressful situation that you would like to release or let go of. And then we're going to imagine bringing in something calming or relaxing, or a way that you'd rather be in a stressful situation. So to begin, just get comfortable in your chair and start by taking a couple of deep breaths, breathing from your belly, noticing how it expands as you inhale and contract as you exhale. And as you breathe, I'd like you to just scan your body from head to toe, noticing if you have any tension or discomfort anywhere. And if so, just imagine that tension melting away into the chair, perhaps with the next exhale. And if you'd like, you can close your eyes. If not, just find a spot to focus on and allow your eyes to relax. And as you relax further, you might become aware of the chair beneath you, supporting your back and legs and arms. And as you relax, you can pay attention to the sound of my voice. You might notice sounds in the background, perhaps voices or doors or a fan overhead. And as you hear those sounds, just allow them to take you into a deeper state of relaxation. And so I'd like you to come up with an image that represents a stressful situation you'd like to release today. Perhaps it's an image of a person or a thing. Perhaps it's an image that represents a feeling. And I'd like you to imagine that you're in a giant stadium, auditorium, or a theater, and you're way up in that very top row. And I'd like you to imagine that way down below you, there's a stage. And I'd like you to imagine that image of that stressful situation way down on that stage below you. And as you stay way up in that very top row, I'd like you to imagine that you can pull in an infinite source of healing light, wind, energy, or sound in through the top of your head and out your chest and down into that image on that stage. And as you do that, that image may begin to shift or change. Perhaps it begins to dissolve or change color. Perhaps it just loses its charge. And as you continue to pull in that healing light, wind, energy, or sound and pour it out your chest, you can heal both you here in the seat and the part of you that's out on that stage. And if you need to, say whatever needs to be said to that image down there and allow it to say anything back if needed. Perhaps you'd like to thank that image for a lesson you learned, or just say whatever you need to get off your chest. And once that process seems complete, I'd like you to notice the cord that connects you to whatever's left on that stage. And imagine cutting or releasing that cord in whatever way feels comfortable for you. Perhaps you want to cut it with a scissors, unhook it, or if you're not quite ready to let go of it completely, just imagine dissolving that cord until it's a tiny thread so that it can release on its own time. And once you've let go of that image, if you need to, imagine that a custodian comes by, sweeps up whatever's left, throws it in the garbage, and rolls it off the stage so it's out of sight and out of mind. And then I'd like you to imagine putting a calming image out on that stage. Perhaps a favorite place or person, or perhaps just how you'd rather react in a stressful situation. Whatever image represents that for you, go ahead and put that on that stage. And then go ahead and send a cord out to that image. And once it attaches, I'd like you to imagine bringing that image all the way up through all of the seats in all those stands, up to where you're sitting in that very top row. And if it feels comfortable, I'd like you to imagine opening your chest and bringing that image inside. And notice how that feels in your body. Perhaps you feel more calm, at peace, relaxed. And as you allow that image to permeate all the cells from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, know and trust that this will continue to shift in the next moments, hours, days, and weeks to come, helping you to find some calm in the chaos of life. And then whenever you're ready, I'd like you to come back to the chair, back to the room, again noticing the chair beneath you, supporting your arms and legs and back, perhaps wiggling your fingers and toes a bit. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes, feeling refreshed, relaxed, and alert. I'm Molly Ellefson, and I'm a mind-body coach.